Okay, here we go.
Is that a charger?
Yeah. But you have to. Okay, so this is the street. Yeah, this is the street.
That's where I used to play tennis on the top there.
I remember I used to go and we would go past the tennis courts. I used to watch. That's why I thought you were the greatest tennis player in the world.
Well, I wasn't bad in those days.
I must be like 4 years old or 3. Okay, so
Yeah, this is the house. Yes.
okay, we're gonna get
It's
out for a
actually a
second.
beautiful house.
This is the house.
You see how beautiful it is?
160. Now,
It was really, it had a thatched roof, it hasn't got a thatched roof anymore. And it was just a beautiful house.
let's
You
go
see-
for a second.
You see the wooden windows?
Really mad at you? Or is this a store now?
Do you see the
Store?
165 Alexander Street? And that's still one of my passwords.
Oh, that's where it comes from. Okay, so Opa used to have his car over here. Oh, look, Roma's already here. Roma's there.
Where?
There. Her car.
Roma.
Okay. So this is Opa's house and Granny Janie's house, where my mother grew up. This is the house. Now, Laurie, there used to be all vines, grapevines going down here.
Yeah.
People are gonna get very confused.
No, it's an office building now.
It is?
Yeah. Now, this house, the garden went all the way down to the road. That was the stoep. That's where they had the stoep. That's where he used to sit. Yeah. What? Oh. And then this all over here was the garden. And now attorneys, conveyancers and notaries.
Okay, it's lovely. You know, they've done a lovely job.
Now that was where the swing was, right? We used to play over there.
Well, I mean, it's still lovely. I mean, it's a lovely house.
The lawn, this was lawn bowls, and there was different.
Yeah.
There was different terraces, Haley.
Well,
Those different terraces, and there was a pond.
How nicely they kept the house. The house.
Wait, but that was part of the house?
No, the garden went right down to the bottom.
Right to the road. And I let's just sit on the road and look at the cars.
Right down to the street, and they had like a summer house there. Very nice.
I guess no one's here. I want to show you. I was looking, maybe go inside, but you can't. But it's very inside. It's very ornate.
So this was here, this garden, or no?
No, it was terrace, Laurie. As I said, it was different terraces. There's fish ponds and that fence went all the way down to the bottom and around. My mother grew up in this house.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what. Are we talking about 60 years ago? Yeah. I guess no one works in this place. 5 o'clock on Friday, they're gone.
There's definitely no air conditioning back then.
No.
Myrna's bedroom was this corner one day. See, that's where we were.
Oh, did you live here with her?
Oh yeah, when we came from Israel, that's where we stayed. That room, and Alon had a little room which he stayed in the room which was Myrna's bedroom. That was first Audrey's bedroom, and when Audrey got married, Myrna moved in there. So it's very memorable. Yeah, and I once spent the first.
I got a couple.
We were here till David was born, right?
No, we moved to the townhomes.
No, when David.
Were you born in Israel or here?
Israel.
Pretoria?
Okay, next.
No, you're in the right car. He's in the wrong car.
Okay, They said we can go to the Malawi embassy now.
Is that Louis' house?
I think so.
Is it actually?
I'll tell you, if you don't know where you're going here,
Everybody locked doors.
you know, the streets are all changed. So this is still called
Yeah,
Alexander.
but I find the same as where call it drive area. I know the streets, I know the things, but I don't recognize anything.
But, okay, so this is still Alexander Street. We're lucky, but that street has changed. All right, so come, Lonnie.
I'm making this my Snapchat
Careful, there's a
story.
lot of
Lots of cars,
Hold on,
lots of
hold on.
cars. I don't think anybody on Snapchat cares.
Right, no cars.
How's mom getting down? Chad?
Check. Without shoes.
What do we know shoes?
Oh, shit. God.
It doesn't matter. We're turning left here, and the very next corner you're turning right. Turning left, then we're turning right. Now we'll take you to the area where I grew
Did
up.
they get lost?
They're at the hotel. It's good enough.
Could have
Is she
gone.
wearing shoes?
No, you have to.
Yeah, but she's changed.
No.
Right, it's red. You
You
can
guys are adjusting.
Right most lane back.
Now this area over here used to be called the University. This was the University of Pretoria. They call it the Proefplaas. They're kind of like a experimental farm where they experimented with all kinds of agricultural stuff.
And that used to be
And
another
this
cafe.
street was the famous Duncan Street, and now it's called something else completely.
The on Shoba Street.
And if you go down here just 2 blocks, on the right hand side was the nursery school that I went to. Actually, Myrna went there as well.
There was a cafe over here.
That's right, where Opa used to go.
Yeah, that's the cafe I used
Okay,
to go.
Dad, it's a red light now.
And nobody had private swimming pools, so we all used to go to the public swimming pool over here, and that's where we all learned how to swim. Except for Myrna, who should have learned but didn't learn.
Myrna can't swim?
Well, she went to swimming lessons, but I don't know why she can't swim. But you know, she probably doesn't want to get her hair wet.
I was going to say.
Is your camera on?
I'm
Yes.
going straight down the street. So here is a few things on this street. We have my nursery school, which is called the Eastern Pretoria East School. It might still be there over here on that corner. No, it's not there anymore. And over here was the public swimming pool, which may or may not still be there. I don't know. And just around the corner was the place where Alon went for a nursery school, and I went to Geda there before that. For a long time. It used to belong to the Pretoria Jewish congregation. It was a little house that they used as a school and so on, and then they sold it. Now there's a block of flats there. Anyway, that's another story. I had a close friend who used to live in a house just over here. He used to come to him all the time. All by bicycle. On this corner was the school where along his school, South Street.
Well, she
No,
can shower.
on that corner, Sammy, that's where you went to.
It's still called South Street.
Did you wrap
Yeah.
it?
I haven't changed the name. And over here was Belgrade Square, where we used to play soccer.
Nothing missing.
We really think I have this thing.
There's a little soccer field there.
Duncan Yard, right? Duncan Street.
I don't know that.
It's still, this was Duncan Street. That's why it's called Duncan Yard. Yeah, the soccer field's still here. We used to play tennis on the other side. And on the other side, I went for dancing lessons. How about that? To learn how to ballroom dance.
For your wedding or just?
No, when I was at school, I was like,
Do you remember?
13, 14, 15. The foxtrot and waltz and all that stuff.
I found out that my nursing school music teacher is a lesbian.
But this was all kind of, quiet. What's wrong?
I think that's really good commentary. It's part of the fun.
This is going to be on
No,
forever.
no,
Stay on YouTube.
That's not a good garbage truck. I think yours are a bit better than that one. Huh? Is that garbage truck any good?
And on the right, you see the
it wouldn't
historic
pass the test.
Ford dealer.
It would not pass the test. So we're going down what used to be called Duncan Street.
Okay, shh. In the
It's
back.
called Choba Street now, which I'm very pleased to see. And now going down and down.
That's a cool building.
And there used to be a circle over here. I'm not sure if there still is. Maybe, I don't know.
They don't like traffic lights here or stop
We're
signs.
going straight. Yes, go straight to Colburn. Straight. Going to Colburn. I said, okay. There should be a railway line soon. You can take the left hand. No, you don't have to. Oh my God, what have they done here? Jeez.
When's the last time you were here?
I think my primary school was on that corner. Wow. By the way, I want you. We're going to go into Colburn if we can. It might be gated off.
Is that where my mom lived?
Yes, we're going to the same street where we lived and your mom lived. Your dad was lazy, so he married the girl right next door. Pretoria Street. That's interesting. So if you
So the
can
point of the story
go
is
straight into Colburn, you should.
it's a good thing Lori broke up with her.
I think this is no. You turn on. I want you to go straight.
I do, but there's a blind side.
Yeah. So if you
I
can.
realized that wasn't.
All right. That's it. Okay. Boom. That's it. Okay.
Oh.
Now, believe it or not, on this corner, Janie's mother lived. There, that corner. And when I was a baby, my mother was new to Pretoria, and the only person she knew was Janie's mother. Don't know why, and she used to push me down the hill, you'll see, and we used to visit Janie's mother on that corner.
Which is now the dealership?
Well, now it's a dealership, okay. And this area here is called Colburn, where I grew up. And when we go left, you're going to turn left for the very first street if we can. Because I mean, they might have blocked off all the streets.
Are we going right or left?
We're going straight
Oh.
there.
Oh.
And then if we can, turn left on the very next one we are. Left, not right, left.
Oh, I can't tell that.
So just keep on the left hand side. Okay, so they've blocked off the street. There used to be a street up here. There, that street I wanted. So this is the park that I used to play with as an infant. See these two? And there's a hill on that one, and I thought it was a mountain. You see that little bump?
Yeah.
That to me was such a high mountain, you can't believe.
A track was, but it's been
All right,
solid erosion.
so now we've bypassed where I wanted to go. We're going to go up Amos Street to the left, which I think is not this one, but the next one. No, they blocked it off anyway.
Where?
So they should, hopefully we can go up Amos. Probably at the traffic light. Okay, Amos Street is where we live, both Sandra and us. So we're now going to pass Sandra's house first, on the right hand side.
We just stopped in front. Like the one that my papa lived in, like Theta Harry lived until the end.
That's right, and they lived there for a long, long time.
Where's the ice cream place we used to go to?
In fact, you probably came this way.
No.
Okay, yeah. Also jacarandas, guys. So now I have to remember which their house was. It's no, it's higher. Higher. For sure higher. Higher. I don't know which one it was. the area. I don't know which one it was. Might have been this
This one. It's this one.
May have been. I think it
It's
could
this
have been
one.
there. How do you know?
I used to come there.
No, you can't remember.
There was this, and then you went around to the other room in the porch.
Yeah. Is there a round porch in front?
I know there was.
Yes. Okay, that
Yeah.
could be it. Okay.
Want to get out?
All right.
That's where Sandra Ossip Karadash.
Sandra Malamed.
Malamed. Sandra Malamed.
Okay,
Ossip.
so they lived there, and slightly up the road. Right? No, it was that one. You're quite right. Okay, now I want you to be careful. Now here there's something interesting. Okay, so here the Carrises lived here, and the very next house was our street. Just go around the circle. Okay. And this was the house that my father built in 1950.
Which one?
This one here, this big house, this huge house here.